So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a Brilliant Businesses podcast. This is a bit of a special one, actually, because I've got Dave Richardson with me from Keller Cars. Hey, Dave, how you doing?
Hi, good afternoon. Very well. Thank you. Very well. Thank you.
Good to see you. And he's going to be talking about Tailor Made Dreams, who are a charity, a local charity, which Dave's going to tell us all more about because he's been really helping them over the last couple of years on their fundraising. And so, yeah, take it away, Dave. Tell us how it all came about and why you're doing it.
Yeah, no, of course, absolutely. So thank you for having me today.
Pleasure.
So it all started February last year, 2020. So a friend of mine who's an electrician with the networking group BNI, he invited me over as a visitor to come and see how the networking side of things go. I've never done anything like that before. So I went there, I was really impressed with how the whole thing worked. And I signed up, paid my dues, and then obviously COVID hit.
Yeah.
So the in-person meeting suddenly went on to Zoom. It worked very well. The meetings were still flowing nicely. And part of my first 12 months of my membership within the group, I was introduced to a lady called Susie Mitchell, who, embarrassingly, I didn't know was a chief and owner of a charity called Tailor Made Dreams that I'd never heard of until I joined the networking group. And when I spoke to her, I just found her very inspirational, very motivated lady, and you know the charity literally exists to help families and children with life-limiting illnesses, which I know there's a lot of charities out there in the world, but for me that just hit me in the stomach, and I thought I need to do something to raise some money. Obviously, work was very quiet for me last year, as it was for anyone connected to the travel industry. And so I had an idea of, during December, hosting Santa Zooms, and obviously all the money went straight to the charity, and over December people would just book on a 10-minute slot, bring the kids onto the Zoom, and then have a chat with me dressed as Santa. We had some fun interactions, read some Christmas poetry and stuff like that, answered any questions. I've got a bit of a background in theatre and stuff, so I was able to ad-lib and improvise answers to questions. And that went really well, and over December raised £1,000 for the charity, which I was really pleased with. And then that sort of sparked off my, I need to do more, I want to do more. So early this year I had the idea of doing a charity single at Christmas time. So again, using the BNI connections I'd made throughout 2020, I put a sort of rally cry out to BNI and just said, I'm looking for some singers. You know, I didn't want this project just to be a solo effort. I thought bring some more people involved on board with it. And a few people came forward. And I made sure they could sing. You know, I wasn't looking for professionals, but I wanted better than singing in the shower sort of standard, because I did want this to be as good a quality as it could be to make as much money for the charity as we could. So got together with a few people. I then had to do some research into what track we could use, because obviously there's the whole copyright thing. So it's called the public domain. You can choose a song and perform a song and sell a song if it's in the public domain. There's no copyright issues, no permissions needed. So I had a look through, and there was one thing that was quite important to me when speaking to Susie about the project. She did say that her son Taylor is obviously where the name Taylor comes from in Tailor Made Dreams. He was very into Adele, and that was important with the song choice because she's got just this wonderful booming ballad voice. So when it came to the song selection, I did put it to the group, but I was quite in favour of Silent Night because it's got some nice solo space to give some nice vocals and then some nice sort of harmony space underneath. And so we went with Silent Night. And then again, using the connections, was able to find a videographer, photographer, website design. Everyone's given their time for free, which is just amazing. And so where are we now? So yes, we've had the website live for 8 days now. And it's going really well. So far we're up to just over 1,300 in donations in 8 days. We've had some radio play today on West Kent Radio. They're going to do some more next week. I think two more showings of the song. And then I've got a couple of other local radio stations as well who are going to be giving some interview time to me as well, and playing the song. So obviously a part of this is just getting
the word out.
Getting the word out.
Yeah. So just remind us the website name.
Yeah, so it's www.silentnight-tmd.co.uk, and you just click on there, and it's got some nice sort of details about the charity, some pictures of the singers and the team, and then obviously a big section about what happens. And if I just say what we've done is there's just easy options of £1, £5, £10, £25, whatever people wish to donate. If people spend over £10 or more, not only will they get the track, they will also get a video sent to them, which is a really nice video, again made by a videographer within BNI, and it's comprised of footage of the day of the recording session. And also some very special children from the charity from a recent promotional video that Taylor Made Dreams used at a fundraising ball that they had last month.
Yeah.
With the song playing.
Yeah. I mean, I think the amazing part of it is how everyone has clubbed together. Because I know I interviewed Susie last year on this podcast, and I'll put a link up there so people can see it and hear more about her story, because it's an amazing story. But how I know she's really keen on getting local businesses to help her with things like this, and you guys getting together, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it was the story, and again, there was a couple of people again who hadn't sort of heard the story, and I'll just take a very brief sort of background that I explained to the people who have participated. What I found most inspirational is she was able to take such a negative experience and then turn it around and create just this massive world of positivity and do good from such a bad thing. And that's sort of my motivation. I actually sent her an email today and just said, it's not a calling, but this is something I want to do for her every year. I want to do something Christmassy every year, whatever it might be, whether that's lead a project, whether that's just participate, however she needs me. I'm going to make that sort of time up every year for her, because it's just something I need to do. I enjoy it. I'm getting such rewards and feeling just amazing doing this. Rather than sit at home watching TV or getting bored of an evening, I'm doing something good. I'm sending emails and being proactive and trying to raise money. So
I was going to say, what gives you the motivation, but I think the proof is in all the things that Susie does and what she represents. The motivation is right there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And as I say, I think that sort of when I told people about what the charity does and what it stands for, it was a yes, I'm on board with that. How can I help? And anything that has been needed, they've literally jumped straight on it, and it's been done.
Yeah. So are you busy now with your work, or is it quieting down again?
Unfortunately, the last sort of 2 weeks of announcements we've had with this new variant and the new travel restrictions, it has made people wobble a little bit over travelling at Christmas time, purely because last year was pretty rubbish for most of us when it came to being with friends, family for Christmas. People don't want to be away, whether that's just in Europe or further afield, and then suddenly they've got 2 days to get home, being on a red list, or perhaps they accidentally contract COVID and they can't come home for Christmas. So the travel industry is a little bit wobbly again now. The confidence has gone. So again, I've got lots of time to focus on this. It's giving me purpose and meaning for a month.
Susie's probably quite glad that you're not that busy, because you can do more for her.
Absolutely.
I know that we will need money, but it's a great thing to do, isn't it? Rather than sitting on there trying to think of things.
Absolutely.
So the message here is to get everyone to go to that website. Donate some money. As Dave says, you can donate as little or as much as you want, up to £100. Listen to the song. I mean, I haven't listened to it. I must have give it a listen.
I will give you it after this. That's no problem at all. I can give you the track.
And all the all the details of how to get that. And I'll put links on this so people can click it and go straight to it.
Brilliant.
But I think that's a really good message, and it's Christmas as well. So let's all share the love.
Absolutely. And as I say, the message as well is that this is all done for free by people who aren't connected to the charity, just some local businesses coming together to do a nice thing for an amazing charity.
Thank you, Dave. Thank
pleasure.
you for coming on and sharing the message.
Absolutely.
And have a Merry Christmas.
And you too.
Right? Yeah, see you soon. Thanks very much.
You're very welcome. Thanks for having me.
Bye.